It's time for a Leonardo recapulo.
It's leaked into every game.
Jesus Christ.
It's spread.
Yeah. One day, Eve, I will replace it with a joke that's even worse.
Okay.
I'm gonna start sending you recommendations.
No, we gotta hide and we'll brainstorm.
I'll take them. So last time we played, well, the time before last, Eve saved a rat from the river, and it turned out that he was actually a halfling who was wild shaped into a rat, and that guy was like, "I'm good. Are you good? I'm part of a group that's good." And so the party jumped through a few hoops to join the Heart, and they all took a morality test. And then their first quest or two were all things that they were already going to do anyway. But they joined and they got the benefits of the Heart. And one of you should have got a magic whistle from them, right?
Oh, I gave it to Meek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sarah
There
Sarah
we go.
got it originally, but she gave it to Miki to keep hold of.
That's right. The magic whistle to call when you're in trouble. Um, anyway, you finished up over there and my wife, man, my wife. What's his wife doing? Oh, you ready to be tucked into bed? Oh, okay. Perfect timing.
For
Yeah, Miki did not join this campaign at the very start, but she was at the start of another campaign.
48 sessions.
Woof.
Hell yeah. So that's at least 120 hours of putting up with jokes like Leonardo Recapulo.
Hmm.
So you you headed out to talk with Fia after interacting with the Heart. Eve thought it was very important to deliver a report to Fia. So the party traveled out of town, out the northeastern gate of the city. They headed north for a little while and found this mansion. Big old, big like farmer landowner blue mansion that was taken over by the Children's Rebellion. And there are a bunch of children's out frontses, bunch of children's out backses, and y'all came in, and there was some homies that remembered you from the time before. There was, of course, there was almost the cook who you ran into a little bit later. Of course, you ran into Maliska, the second in command to Fia, who recognized you. Sarah, although sort of not, because you look like a skeletal metal cat now.
Spoilers,
Um,
but okay.
and uh, there was somebody else. But anyway, you went in and you talked to Fia, and Fia was like, "Great, thanks for the report. Now you're back. Join the army." And was like, "Let's go. I'm gonna win over the prince via seduction and take over the kingdom, and I'll be the general secretary of apportioning everything out evenly. And so go join the army with your friends." And you guys were like, "Okay, let's abandon our main story quest and just join this army." And so you went downstairs to get orders from Maliska. Maliska sent Andre to the kitchens to peel potatoes for Olmos, just like our player's former character did in a different timeline at the home base of the Children's Rebellion camp. Um, and where we last left him, he had like taken over the kitchen and was taking great pride in the cooking. Miki went out back behind the mansion where she met Stavros, a an attractive, sparkling blue eyes teenage captain who was telling people what to do. Yes, Eve, did you have a
No, I didn't have it. I guess I expressed too much in that moment. That's okay.
were you like he's not all that?
Just a lot of energy coming from that kid.
So so Stavros tried to flirt with Miki, who is 6'8", and she ended up guarding the back corner of the field out by the outhouse, just sitting there staring into the field, the farm field, the abandoned farm fields, and making her little phoenix familiar float around to entertain herself. And Sarah, being the most respected by the Children's Rebellion, Meliska assigned Sarah to whip the front yard into shape. So she gave some interesting speeches about the importance of abjuration magic, and um, some people were swayed, including Nilmau and Varla, uh, and some other people were trying to do it too. And she was teaching magic classes in the front yard. And so somewhere out in the city was lurking Were Rat Kaz, who just sort of has been like following along like a stray dog and has not arrived at the house yet. So we'll see if he ever does. And then there's someone else out there. So I think we're actually gonna start with the someone else. Um, is it Celeste?
Celeste.
Celeste. Um, so Celeste, you are heading north on the main road, uh, north of the city. Who is it? Who? Oh shit.
Andre.
Let's wait 12 seconds. Let's get Andre in here.
For sure.
I mean,
Oh
he
man,
joined the voice.
immediate pressure.
That's the whole campaign. Gotta
Yep.
be eyes open all the time.
So you're heading north on the main road, north on the city. You've been following certain signs and signals, and in the distance as you're traveling north, you see a massive blue manor house, the kind that landowners would have when they sent a bunch of farm workers to farm. There is there is nothing but lots and lots of rolling farms um, around here. There needs to be a lot of farmland around the city in order to feed everyone who lives there. I think this is a great time to show a cute little pic of the surrounding area. Let's see. Okay, he's booting it up. That's pretty exciting. We know how much we love a good boot up. So there's farmland all around the city in order to feed it, and you all are along the road to the northeast. There's two gates to the city of Elenia Toth, the northeastern one and the western one. And so, Celeste, you are by yourself uh, along this road, and you see a massive blue manor house up ahead. And as you continue along the road, uh, you see it directly off from the side of the road. And there is a wide open lawn. There are also some hedges that sort of demarcate a big open space in front of the building. And in that space, you see a number of teenagers lounging about, playing the stab yourself in the hand with a knife game, sharpening a knife, that sort of thing, just kind of lazing about. There's a couple of them that sort of look like they're guarding. And up near the front of the manor house, you see someone you recognize, Sarah Crash, Sarah, something like that. Um, and she is talking to a whole bunch of motley teen soldiers. Sarah, would you describe what you look like and what Celeste sees in the distance near the house?
Sure. Welcome, Daniel. Standing with two kids who are slightly more invested and several kids who are not very invested, is a. I have a character description that I sometimes can use, but just don't know. Okay. Like 5'3", shorter, tabaxi sort of looking person. Um,
Do you
she
look like a tabaxi anymore?
kinda.
It also
She
the bags.
is so close to looking like a tabaxi. She is um metallic in nature. She has almost a like obsidian metal body that looks sort of roughly carved, sort of anemic looking cheeks, almost skeletal, with large sort of glowing white eyes, sort of sharp features, like a thin neck that kind of has just slight protrusions of something like vertebrae. Um, and sort of anachronistically for a cat skull, she has little like metal cat ears, uh, sort of smaller with 6 silver bells hanging from them. Uh, she is wearing sort of just like bandages for a top, just like as a part of her outfit. She is missing her right arm from below the shoulder. Yep. She is wearing these like sort of poofy, you know, like fantasy cargo pants, with lots of sort of full pockets. It seems like she doesn't have a bag or like a sort of travel ensemble, but she has a lot of stuff in these very good pants. Um, and she has on sort of bound at her waist a key ring, with a bunch of sort of large, like sort of cast iron looking keys, and at her side, a small like book that looks to be cast in bronze.
You said missing an arm. You said below the elbow or below the shoulder?
Below the shoulder, her right arm.
This will be of significance. So you recognize her, and she is a few hundred feet away from you. There is the sort of pathway up to the front door. There's a bit of a carriage driveway. There's these hedges and this open lawn, and all of these teenagers lounging about, and a few of them on either side of the walkway, standing guard of sorts. And what are you up to, Celeste?
Celeste would, upon seeing a recognized figure, would so the lawn. She doesn't have to like hop over anything in order to get onto it, or
Nope.
then she would and start making her way towards the person she recognizes, which would be Sarah, I suppose. Uh, and I don't know if she would necessarily take notice of her yet, or if she did, you would see someone not much taller, about 5'5", walking towards you with a awkward gait, like they kind of look like they stumble a little bit as they walk towards you. Excuse me, are you would Celeste know their names?
Maybe not this one.
Right. Would you happen to be uh, one of the adventurers that was at the college not too long ago?
That would be correct. Sorry, you sort of impeded my impromptu lecture. What can I do for you?
This is a place of learning as well.
No, but I am attempting to bring some here as it is currently under my charge.
I see. Well, I wish to speak with your group, uh, if it is not an intrusion.
Who's this, Sarah? Weren't you gonna show us how to do magic?
Uh,
Uh,
some someone else comes up behind Celeste and little young guy with a mustache, and he says, "Excuse me, I don't recall seeing you here before." Uh, and Nilmao says,
This lady's interrupting our magic lesson.
and there are a number of teenage soldiers that were clustered around Sarah, and you've got two teen guards standing behind you, Celeste, and one of them says, "State your business. What are you doing here?"
They look like teenagers, like older teenagers or younger teenagers. Middle.
Older. Everybody in this camp is like 16 to 22. So you
Okay.
see a range of ages. Some of them might be a little bit smaller or pimply faced, but generally you've got the 16 to 22 age range.
Do they look like proper soldiers or like
They-
farmer soldiers?
they're wearing mismatched pieces of leather armor, and only half of them look like they remotely know what they're doing.
She would look at them and then turn back to Sarah. If we could speak in a more private setting.
right. Well, naturally, we ought to respect the authority, gives a little smile, of these soldiers. Would you mind simply stating that you are not here to do us any harm, friend from the Mages College?
Quite the opposite.
Hmm?
I wish to be of aid.
Oh, you're here to join the Children's Rebellion then? Very good.
The children's
Just-
what?
The Children's Rebellion. I can introduce you to Maliska if you'd like to join up.
No. Rebellion. She'd say with a like question mark on her face, and I suppose now that you would have had a closer look at her, I could describe proper what she looks like. This is a short, maybe like 1 or 2 inches taller than Sarah, about 5'5". She's first glance looks human. You know, she's a very like olive bronze skin, very white hair, like very almost looks like there's no shadow even to it. It's so bright. Her eyes are thin slit pupils and turquoise, also very brightly colored. She's wearing a chainmail garb, but her leg armor looks to be like half of a full plate armor as her legs. So armored from the waist down, and she's very slim, but uh, she looks like she like fills out her armor, like she's muscular in a little bit, but not super wide shouldered or anything though. Uh, Her hair is braided down and it's coming down past her shoulder. And I think, and then as she would speak, you would see as she draws out many of her S's and sounds, she does have a forked tongue and fangs that sometimes protrude from her lips as she talks.
Interesting. Did you say you had a weapon or spell casting implement visible?
You would visibly see she has two large weapons on her shoulder. One of them looks to be, or on her back. One of them would be the handle of a sword, and then the other one would be the maul head of a maul, a hammerhead, also right there. And then across her waist, or across her back, going sideways, so not directly up and down, just like along her waist would be a very short bow.
Well, we're gonna have to bring you to talk to Maliska if you're joining up. Come with us.
Wait, friends, why don't I escort this person to Maliska? Nilma, why don't you lead a demonstration of some theoretical cantrip casting?
Okay. So, as you recall, if you're about to be stabbed with a dagger, you can cast a spell called Shield, and it'll make you harder to hit. Now, we haven't learned that spell yet, but if you were going to cast it, you'd go like this, which is what Sarah showed us right at the last moment, and then you'd have a shield around you.
So we're going to cut from this lovely scene to the kitchen inside the mansion where Andre Brower, my favorite actor, but the name of this character, where Andre has taken over the kitchen, almost has left the kitchen, leaving Andre alone, and Andre is finishing his stew. There is a line of young people in the hallway as it is nearing dinner time, coming up on 5:30 in the afternoon. This is late August, early September in California style weather. So it's still light out. Yeah, so you've got teenagers outside the kitchen. You've got a few cooks in the kitchen with you, Andre, who are obeying your orders. You've got a pot of stew that's bubbling. What are you up to?
I think I get like a ladle and a bowl and I serve myself. And then I tell one of the others to finish serving everyone else, and I'm gonna go sit down and enjoy this stew and wait for or see if I can see Sarah or Crash or Miki or anyone nearby while I walk around, I guess.
Okay, are you gonna just kind of tool around the house a little bit, like eat the stew while you're walking around, or are you looking for a
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm looking for them, but I'm not being stealthy or anything, I don't think.
All right, so you're just casually eating a bowl of soup and walking around on the first floor. You leave the kitchen, you walk down the hallway, you walk past the line of teenagers waiting for the soup, some tall, some short, some older, some younger, a motley crew indeed with mismatched leather armor. You walk down the hallway, you get to the foyer where the front doors are, and from there you can go off to the other side of the house. You can go towards the back of the house. You can go out the front door. What do you feel like doing?
Um, I think I'm looking for Miki first. So I don't know if I saw her getting her guard orders, but I think I'll just look around looking for Miki in general.
Okay. Well, where you are, you definitely don't see her. You see the line of people and you see people coming and going. So you're standing in the foyer of the house. So from
Mhm.
here, you could go out the front door. You could go to the other side of the house. You could go up the stairs where you met Fia, or you could go deeper into the house, which might lead out back.
I think I'll go out the front door then.
All right. So you open the front door and you see pretty close to the front door, you see a group of ragtag soldiers standing around Sarah as she is finishing a conversation with a strange new face. And so I will cut back over to Celeste and Sarah's conversation as Sarah was about to lead her away.
Right. Come with me. We'll find Meliska. And I turn and see Andre, question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I address like all the teens and I just go soup's on guys. Kitchen. Uh
And a little female says, "Oh, I do declare, I am so hungry," and goes running inside to go stand in line along with a couple other ones. And Nilmao is like, "Now, wait a second. The demonstration is not concluded," but a couple of them are just so hungry.
um so Crash, I soup's good by the way. But how what's the plan here? How long are we gonna stick around?
Hey, for sure. Here's the plan. We're gonna find Meliska. Also, sorry, what you are
Sileth.
Celeste here is going to join us, okay?
Uh okay,
I
hi Celeste. I'm Andre, Brower.
I'm going to start
You want some soup?
purposefully walking vaguely in my head wherever I just kind of don't think Meliska would be. I'm just gonna try and go not
yeah,
her direction.
You
not
want to go
knowing, not
Would
more
I
of a
know?
alone?
Would I know a way to find? Like my brain is going, where's like where I'm at? I'm like, we're saying we're gonna go find Meliska. I'm gonna go try and find Miki, and that's like my cover. I am attempting to walk whatever direction I think that would be.
So you think Melissa you last saw Meliska head into the house. You can't remember whether she said she was gonna talk to Thea or she was gonna handle something else, but you saw her go into the house. So you could go into the house, or you could go like around the outside of the house.
Cool. I think if I know she's in the house, then I'll go around the outside.
All right, so you lead Celeste and perhaps Andre around the outside of the house, and you end up in a place where there are no random teenagers hanging around, and you're able to speak a little bit more freely as you walk towards the back of the house or just stand there, up to you.
Um,
Meliska is not who I wish to speak to.
it was not truly my intention to bring you to them. Just trying to get a quieter moment. Uh, welcome, ally from the Mages College.
I see, and I am familiar with you, but I do not know your names.
You're
I am.
you're from the Mages College?
Yes, I was there.
Do you, are they still mad?
Uh, Short answer, yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, However, I had overheard some of your plans while you were there. Uh, and I'd like to be of aid. I find you all fascinating.
God, we really did say very loudly what we were doing to a lot of people.
Yes.
Hmm. Right, well, good to meet you, Saleth. Um, we we're currently in a predicament as my old allies in the Children's Rebellion seem to think we work for them. Uh, if either of you have a way to locate our other companion, I think we're probably walking as we're talking at this point around the house.
Sure, if you're walking
Or-
towards the back of the house.
Yeah. That amenable.
You
Hmm?
you wish to use the teleporter in the college?
Yes, I believe that was a conversation.
That would be extremely helpful if you can manage it.
Let's take a moment and see what Andre looks like.
Okay.
Yes.
So Andre is a 6'7" tall, 17-year-old orc male, wearing like a clean white collared shirt, with its sleeves rolled up to above my elbows, and rectangular glasses made of like a dark metal. I have black surgical gloves on, and I have like kind of like brown overalls that you can kind of see with brass buttons. Um, da, 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 da. There, I smell a little bit like barley because I am a brewer by trade, so you can probably smell some of that on me. And that's about it, I think. Oh, and I have kind of this strange quarterstaff slung across my back that is it starts as wood, but it seems like after a certain point it starts to almost like turn into metal.
Thank you very much.
Did you say Andre was 17?
Yeah, I'm 17.
God, I did not know
I
that.
thought
There's
Andre
a-
was in his mid-20s.
There's a really funny thing that happened in a different campaign where I was playing a 16-year-old half orc and everyone thought I was like 42. And to be fair, when I was trying to find the character's voice, I did start with an old man voice, so that one's kind of on me.
You said what was this character? He's not human. They were
They were half orc, the other one. This one's
half
orc.
Okay, orc.
This one's full orc. Yeah.
Orc. Okay, thank you. And then you would see the much shorter, looking very crane neck up, Celeste. Yuan T, I suppose, if any of your characters would be familiar.
You would be barely familiar, if at all. I could take history checks from both of you.
I'll run it, yeah.
This is a very rare species in this continent.
Can I roll two just so that we all?
Sure, yeah.
Posterity roll.
Let's get history rolls from everybody.
I got a +4 to make it a 10.
Good, 21.
So Eve, you know that there is there's this strange warrior society of Yuan Ti that live in or near Zamda, but you've never met or seen one. You just sort of have heard a little bit about the characteristics. And you also know that some are rumored to live in a jungle west of Elenia Toth. But none of the three of you have ever seen a Yuan Ti.
Yeah, you see Crash or Sarah, sort of flicks her head for a second and the bells sort of shake and make a quiet noise and she nods. Right. By the way, I believe we didn't introduce ourselves. My name is Sarah Belidian. You could refer to me as Sarah, or some call me Crash.
Sarah, it is. We'll turn over to Andre, the giant.
Yeah, I'm Andre Brower. That's my name.
You are a strong name for a strong person.
Most would not call me strong, but I appreciate the compliment.
Does he not look, is he just tall and skinny, or?
I have a build that I think you would expect of most orcs, but
Okay.
I'm not strong.
Okay.
We're gonna cut to the outhouse in the backyard where Miki is very lonely standing guard beyond the outhouse, looking at the open field, sending her phoenix through the wheat and stuff. And I'm going to say that the other three are walking and talking along the side of the house while this scene is playing out. So Miki, you're standing there, and you see Stavros come back to check on you again, and he says, "Oh, just checking on you. I know it can get boring back here. Yes."
Yes, it's not the most enjoyed.
Very sorry, but the people, they could come at any time, the Queen's forces, and just sweep us away, and evil would rule the land. So your job is very important.
Yes. Sure, yeah.
Also, you have this great vantage point up there at the top of you. You're so tall. Very beautiful. Very good at gardening.
Thank you. How old are you? I think I'm a little out of your league.
Oh, I am 21. I am not like these other children. I am 21, of course.
Ah, okay. Well, at least you're not a teenager in the Teenagers Rebellion.
No,
Uh,
no, I am a real man.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. A real man.
Yes. And always a pleasure to meet a real woman such as yourself.
Hmm.
May I say your gardening is extremely. Have you ever gardened before? Because you are quite good at it.
No, I can't say I ever have. It's not something I've ever done before, and I just, I don't think I have the talent for it. I think, maybe my assets would be better placed somewhere else maybe I can go take a break to get food or something.
I would love to place your assets somewhere else. I agree. Let me give you some pointers about the gardening. You see, you want to always have your head on a swivel, as they say. You always moving. No one can sneak by you.
Mm.
As he is explaining this to Miki, as he's mansplaining guarding to Miki, uh, you three see them in the distance as you come out in the backyard, and you see a similar scene to the front of the house where there are teenagers lounging about, little bed rolls and pup tents up. But you do see the very visible 6'8" Miki standing beyond the outhouse with a shorter blonde captain. Do you
Can,
all
can I
head
add something to the scene?
Oh yeah. Do you all head
Uh,
towards them?
Hmm.
Do you three head over towards those two?
Yeah.
Yes. Starting out.
Okay, so you're walking that way, and Miki, what do you say to Stavros?
And no, Miki's just kind of eyes kind of glazed over a little bit, but she's kind of staring a little bit over his head as she has a minor illusion going on. She's using her hand behind her back to cast it, but she's just as over his head is just like a little Muppet going. It's very much disrespectful. I mean, it's like I'm fucking so done with this dude. It's like a sock puppet, just very crudely done.
He looks up. He notices it, and he looks up, but he can't really figure out what it is from directly under it. And he's like, "Oh, yes, I forgot. You have the magic. Yes, you are a wizardress. Yes, no?
Yeah, the illusion fades, and she just says, "Oh yes, sorry, I thought I could add something to help make it seem to bolster your presence."
Ah, so many talents, such great assets you have.
Um,
Together we will be very good at saving the kingdom. Yes.
Yeah.
as we're
Right.
heading over, I'm gonna mutter to Andre, tell everyone soup's up. I think that'll work. I think that'll fix this.
All right. I'll go up behind the guy and kind of tap him on the shoulder. Soup's up.
Oh, see, Mickey, I said always head on a swivel.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
Kind
very
of snuck up on you,
vigilant.
didn't I?
No, 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 no. I have eyes in the back of my head. I wasn't surprised at all.
All right. Well, you'll be surprised by how good the soup is.
Mickey, would you like to join me for some soup? I can send someone else to guard.
Oh,
No,
well,
no,
the thing is, I didn't actually know you were here. I brought this for Miki.
Oh, these are friends of yours, Mickey.
well, yes, of course. I kind of go and take my arm and kind of try to put it kind of around Andre a little bit to kind of just distance myself from Stavros. Yes, they're quite friendly.
Oh, uh, if you'll excuse me, my boots need to be shined. I will be back. And he leaves. Uh, uh, Miki, what does Celeste see when the group walks up to you?
Yeah, so you would see a 6'8" tall elven woman with kind of tannish skin, brown chestnut hair. She has kind of amber eyes. On her neck, you would see a kind of choker with kind of an amber stone right in the middle of it. She's dressed in kind of brown robes, with kind of a fragile cloak kind of over her shoulders. On like the slit of her robes, kind of on her leg, you would see kind of like a little golden fang-like dagger. And over her shoulder is kind of a little bag that's looking like it's pretty useful.
Yeah, and there you four are, alone beyond the outhouse.
Thank you.
Miki, this soup isn't actually for you. It's all mine.
I gathered as much. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to get away from that.
Yeah, I saw the puppet. I thought,
He's a nightmare.
So this is your group, yes?
Yeah, just about everyone except for one that we lost back in town. He's probably off somewhere.
Probably eating a rabbit in a alleyway.
Yeah, hopefully not causing too much trouble. He's caught an illness, which is not the best, but hopefully it gets resolved soon.
Life goes on, yes?
Yeah, life goes on.
Uh, no, I had overheard and uh, long story short, uh, I would wish to join you and offer aid as I may or may not be able to grant you access to the teleportation room you had wished to use in the Mages College before it was no longer feasible.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
No guarantees. However, as a scholar there, I may be able to talk way into it.
To be honest, me and Miki are a bit sneaky. On it, if you just know how to use it, that might be enough.
Use is not my expertise.
Then we shall use our gift of gab.
I'm sure, with your help, we'll definitely be able to use it.
We also have aid from the prince, so with your help added on top, that may be our guarantee.
I had heard rumors out of your involvement with various things. Is the word on the street true?
What in particular do you mean by various things?
Your adventurers involved in nefarious doings and good doings?
Hmm.
Nefarious primarily?
That might depend on your perspective. I mean, I feel everything that we've done has been pretty good for me at the least.
I I have no stake in the game, as is the saying here.
Fair enough.
Simply wish to know who I am truly involving myself with. Something about the Queen?
Fair warning. You, after talking to us for more than a few minutes, will certainly have a stake in at least some of this. Our friend Andre here could speak to that.
Yeah, it's been possibly 3 or 4 days, and I am fully wrapped up. I don't think there's a way out once you're 3 days in with these people.
3 days, yes,
Hmm?
I see.
It's a whirlwind lifestyle, that of an adventurer.
Yeah, we kind of wrap up people, whether we like it or not.
Take it as it comes. Uh, so if you get, she will look over to Sarah, make a note of, make a clear point of looking at Sarah's missing arm. I am in a similar state. I simply wish to know if I will end with 3 fewer limbs than I started. And she will hit her legs, which sound hollow.
Oh. Well, my exploits here did not lose me this. Much to lose, much to gain. Um, I think surely this person has given themselves in a vulnerable way, has shown us support and an offer of friendship. We could share some of our exploits.
I would be most interested in hearing. You are all quite fascinating characters. she will attentively listen for any such.
Kind of.
We're like in an empty area, right? No one's around us.
Uh,
Okay. I think I'll go first since I probably have the least comparatively to mention. Uh, we have become quite intertwined with political landscape and the threats to that. I want to say political landscape, but it's kind of an all in in covering thing uh with a worldwide threat. Um as far as I've been here, we've done a lot to make the Mages College upset with us, and we've done a lot of research on a possible demon that we are going to have to deal with. And other than that, we fought some were creatures. Very strong,
All in 3
intimidating
days.
were creatures.
Now, in 3 days, I must insist I go with you.
I do still have all my limbs, so
Mickey kind of just holds out her limbs and just like, I have all mine if it's you any more comfortable. But yeah, to expand the scope a little bit, I guess in the long term, we're trying to stop this demon called Galathakosh from coming in and kind of taking over the world. There's someone he serves called not the knowing mistress. That's a different person.
it's like the matriarch or something like that, isn't it?
I think it's just the mistress.
It's the mistress. And it turned out that the queen in the royal catacombs was sacrificing people to this Galathakosh, and she was slowly corrupted into a worshiper, and that's kind of why we kind of have to.
I see. If this is so important, why are you here?
Tying up loose ends.
Like we said, 3 days. I suppose I could expand on that. I have a connection to well, interestingly, no, sure. I have a connection to a sort of revolutionary background. This extends past some of you two's knowledge, actually. Before we met, I was something of a roving freedom fighter, and found myself with the Children's Rebellion for a short time. I came back to continue my bond with them after having correspondence with a sending spell, in which we have found that they apparently consider us part of their militia.
Children's rebellion? Children can rebel?
Yes, it has to do with the dueling laws in Elenia Toth, as well as, I suppose, general class disparity.
These laws of dueling seem quite reasonable to me.
You are a believer in the rite of passage by way of blood that are undergone here at Elenia Toth?
Something of the practice is not too dissimilar where I come from.
Right.
To be
And
considered adult by winning a duel is fair in my estimation.
yes, you are Yanti, no? That's how you say it? Yeah, Yanti.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I've heard tale of a warrior culture and uh, people of your kin to the west of here. Um, I suppose it would make sense if you have a relationship to such things. Personally, I was not invested in that particular act of legislation and more generally aiding the spirit of these
Yes, I
folk.
see. Uh, a question, since you are more intimately familiar with the rebellion.
Hmm.
Now, if the goal is to make it so you do not have to duel to become an adult, this would mean the children have never won a duel before, which would make for poor soldiers. But were
Uh,
they to be successful, they would have to win the war, which would thusly make them adults under the previous laws.
I suppose
Seems
so.
quite confusing to me.
Well, all revolutionaries are violent hypocrites, but they're usually kind people. But what I mean in this context, as well, is that I believe the reason that this is the children's rebellion is that there is a level of pandering, I guess is the right word. These that is the calling to which these children rise from, but the actual purpose of this is to eliminate the aristocracy itself, and form a new classless, moneyless society in Elenia Toth.
I see. I will have to think on this further.
Of course.
Moneyless?
As in everyone has a similar amount, like everyone would have resources, so money would not be necessary to trade resources.
I would
see.
like to file a nay as far as continuing to assist the Children's Rebellion.
You are wealthy?
Not today, but tomorrow I might be.
See,
Aspiring.
right, well, outside of this matter, I personally wouldn't mind, although I do consider them to some extent allies, I'm not exactly inclined to stay here.
Yeah, it's the same here. I don't exactly. While they have a good thought on paper, I don't think it's implemented quite well as I very much think they're all going to get themselves killed.
That's
If they
mostly
try
what I
to fight.
worry about. I, you know, I'll reveal a bit. I come from a background of uh destroying prisons that still held uh escaped destroying prisons that held escaped slaves in Langenstadt. Uh so I kind of like the spirit. I enjoy their ideas. I am very worried for their lives. I'm not necessarily, or at least my political background is not necessarily so high-minded. And now I find myself with a similar, if slightly different calling to ward off this Galathakosh and help the continent.
A lofty goal. I would wish to put my name on as well.
Well, if your ticket to Parvus and to moving quickly, then I feel you would be welcomed.
As quick as my feet can carry.
Welcome to the team.
She will give a deep, courtly bow, just as a courtesy. So, how long shall we stay here then, if you wish to make haste?
Uh,
We
I
could
would,
leave now while they're all eating soup.
God, I would feel bad, but frankly, uh, huh. Um,
They must learn to take care of themselves.
they did say that they were planning on attacking as soon as possible.
If anything, we can just storm up to Fia's room and just tell her it's a bad idea. Tell her
You
that
think I
they
should
have a
have poisoned
full.
the stew?
Oh, that
I
would have been a
don't,
good
you would have
idea.
killed children.
No, no, not that kind of poison, like a tummy ache poison.
Yeah,
That's
something.
still, I guess if we give them tummy aches, maybe they'll all go home and simply be private revolutionaries. Right.
They would be
I,
fighting for their lives, but in a very different way.
uh, I feel we should confront Thea. Let us all go and have a quick word and depart. If that is all right with the group.
Oh yeah, you want to confront Theo rather than just leaving? Sounds
Con-
like
These are my buddies. I'm trying to help them.
Confrontation is not usually my first choice, but
As
if you
in
are
a
certain you can.
conversation, a simple what our values are and why we cannot stay here, rather than playing into what they already believe. We may as well state our business and leave.
You know
usually.
what? Another good way to say goodbye is by just not being there when they turn around.
It sure seems like you, as like, okay, look, I don't want to talk a lot about this. I do notice your habit of uh charlatanish behavior. This feels like an extension of that in this moment.
I mean, you spend 18 years teaching a dog certain tricks they're kind of accustomed to.
All right. Fine, I'll use a third
This
level spell slot. Let's leave. I'll send a message.
We could still confront. I
No, no,
just
no, no, no. Look, it does make sense to simply move as quickly as possible. We've wasted enough time here, and I don't mind spending the resource to do what is ultimately my ambition.
Yeah, this reminds me of a moment in my in-person campaign where the characters had all taken a long rest and were had everything they needed to go into a dangerous area, and they were like, you know what? Let's just walk back and forth across a dangerous area instead and use a bunch of spell slots on sending to talk to some random people.
I've
And
spent
then
so
maybe
many
go
spell
into
slots across the last like 5 sessions, and this is like a character who I was friends with. It's fine.
uh so she is the charismatic leader of an organization that wants to install herself as general secretary and um, rule through equality. Um, so if you think you could change her mind,
I want to just be like, hey, we have to leave to do other stuff. Um,
if you want to tell her, hey, I want to leave to do other stuff, you totally may.
I am saying we don't have to do that and we can just leave. There, there you go. I think.
I
Hmm?
I think the city is a walk from here, and should you change your mind, you can send a spell on the way.
It's true. Also, I can send a spell when we are safely in Parvus, which I believe is what our next destination is. I believe from here, the only thing we have left to do is simply to leave. No, all of you are right. I understand the desire to give them soup and run. I am amenable.
I I like that Andre is giving Sarah bad advice for bad reasons that's going to be good for us all.
All right, so the recognizable characters from the back of the house have all gone inside. There are a bunch of random teenagers still sitting around, perhaps waiting their turn. Uh, do you want to go through the house, around the house, or out into the cornfield? What do you want to do?
I look at Andre.
Let's try and go around the house as sneakily as possible.
Hmm.
Why the sneak? You are adults, these are children. You may leave as you wish, no?
Yeah, but I'd still feel bad about it.
See, okay, so now you're with me actually, and we're both in this pit together. Sure, let's hide from our ally children friends who are all gonna go die in their revolution. Let's
You
hide and
don't
run
know that
away.
they'll die. Maybe they'll realize that it's a bad situation
No, no, no,
and
no, no.
decide
Look,
against it.
I talked strategy with second in command. Do you know what they said? Their
Oh,
strategy was
that's
to
a you
run a
thing then.
boat. No, 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 no. Their strategy, run a boat through the river, get into the castle, win, victory.
You told them that was a bad idea, right?
Of course. Well, I think I told them to workshop it. I don't know. It's been a
So,
lot of yes-anding today.
so to set this clear, they want to put a highly visible boat down one of the only canals in the city
Mhm. Into
In-
the highly defensed
into the
fortress of the
highly
castle.
defensed, yeah, probably behind some sort of grates that kind of block off the river from the castle, but let's ignore those for right now. And then just somehow show up at the castle door and just win.
Would this serve as a distraction for some other plan?
I think that's plan number one.
Do you think they have boats yet?
I think they're working.
They might not have boats yet. And if they do, I mean, maybe we could make a detour and punch some holes.
All right. God, I'm so worried.
I mean, we can send some sort of information to Mussover being just like, there's a children's rebellion, please don't kill them.
Are you kidding?
Mussover?
We're gonna tell the nobles. Look,
Wasn't Mussover the one who was excited about the
no, that's
were-rats?
No, that was the
Anaranjada.
Anaranjados.
Ah, okay. Don't tell the Anaranjados, that's for
I
sure.
look, I understand the impulse, but if we tell the authorities that there's a group of people who have been planning for like however long, I guess a couple of years, maybe one or two, to kill all nobility. It's like, oh, you have a very small little revolution on
We
hand.
don't have to
Please
tell them
don't.
they planned on destroying the nobility, just that they're being just angry kids.
And then Mussover sends a spy, and then they just know
That's
everything.
that's fair. Yeah.
If we had
No.
more time, I could make a bunch of alcohol and then they'd have a hangover. They wouldn't be able to take the boat out to sea.
If I may,
Hmm.
I believe that they could use the experience of loss so that they might learn should they survive and should they not. They have not to blame but themselves for not properly preparing for such a reckless venture.
I
True.
like the way you think. Not
I
our fault. Let's
uh
go.
look, I will say, maybe no, I feel like we're wasting time, but also it's definitely Fia's fault that they're doing this, right? Like, she's great and all, she's fine. She 100% is leading these kids to death.
Is she a child as well?
No, I believe she's an adult. She's the ideological leader of the Children's Rebellion.
A grown adult or a
Young adult.
legal adult?
Younger.
Early 20s.
But a child by law?
No.
No?
As well, I suppose I'm not sure if she did participate in a duel. You know, I don't really know her that well. I kind of met her. God, none of you were there. I met her in the process of coming to Elenia Toth. Well, in Elenia, coming to the city, and I sort of like I was sort of I don't know. This feels like a bad powder keg to just sort of leave out.
Should we
You should feel no guilt for another's actions unto themselves.
It's more of a protective feeling, like I don't know, watching a child slip and break their head open. You know, you just feel the heartbreak rather than any guilt or sense of personal responsibility necessarily.
Quite curious.
Hmm.
So, are we leaving?
Okay.
Or are we speaking to this old acquaintance of yours, not quite friend?
I hmm?
I think maybe we can solve it this way, Sarah.
Mhm.
So if we leave without telling them, you'll feel bad, right?
I think I'm feeling bad no matter what we do.
And Fiad is leading them into these bad situation, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, why don't we just, you know,
We're not
we can queen her.
we're monsters.
Oh no!
Perhaps this may.
Well, I mean, we could leave. I vote for leaving, but it
I
seems
was thinking
you
about it the whole time. I was thinking about it the second she started talking to us. I
about
was like,
queening her.
Of
You
course.
said she was your friend. Am
She
I your friend?
is a monster. She wants to govern the equality of the thing. She wants to lead the populace. Are you kidding? We're allies.
Wait, we're allies or they're allies?
I'm allies with her. That doesn't mean
Okay.
we're friends.
Okay. As long as I'm not getting queened next.
Look, I'll tell you if you're getting queened. You're not getting queened.
All right, so we're sneaking out or
We can just leave.
yeah, right, adults.
Hmm. All right. Yeah, sure. Whatever. No matter what we do, we've already sort of sunken this low.
All right, you guys leave. A couple teenage guards ask you where you're going and what you're doing and why.
Getting more soup.
They're like, soup, soup, soup.
More soup.
Mine?
Roll me a persuasion or deception on
Why
the
did I talk?
Okay, I'll get it on.
Can
Oh,
I
you-
assist?
Someone else? Someone else
I'll
other
do it.
than me?
No, I'll do
Oh,
it. I'll
wait.
do it.
Okay, okay.
Are we gonna have to kill some teenagers?
Hopefully not.
Jesus Christ. Hell of an introduction.
We
Yeah.
might have to.
Can I
believe
roll to
this.
also?
They always get killed. Yeah, there's always a mob of teenagers getting killed.
Perhaps they will learn from the experience.
What are you talking about? What do they do?
So most of them are like, yeah, cool, soup, soup, soup.
Mhm.
But one of them, the fellow with the mustache, says to you, "Oh, Sarah, I thought you were, Crash. I thought you were just back. I thought you were joining us. Weren't you going to lead somebody under Maliska or something? Where are you going?
Oh, Milnow
And you,
has...
I thought you worked in the kitchen now. Why are you all leaving?"
We are getting more soup. Milnow has taken my position permanently. We're fine. Things are good.
All right, you roll me deception.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna use all my resources for this if I fail. Let's see. Okay, I get a +1. Okay, I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay.
Okay, great. 18.
All right.
Do you know
Good.
the sleep spell?
No.
Yeah, this fellow is like, oh, yeah, you gotta get soup. You gotta get the ingredients for soup. Hey, that soup is really good, whatever you put in it. It was great.
Her voice is shaking. Uh-huh. And we'll see each other again, and I'm gonna get soup. Uh,
And he waves at the two guards that are closer to the road, and he's like, oh, they're just going out to get soup ingredients. Have you tried the soup? So good. And you're able to leave and
cool.
get on the road.
I think we
Once we're
run
out of
at
earshot,
some point.
Andre is absolutely like, those kids are gonna get so killed. That was our worst lie yet.
I'm
Why?
surprised that worked. We definitely need to work on your lying, Sarah.
Oh,
I
why do you feel the need
Why
to
do
lie?
Or at least let someone who is more capable liar just take the lead.
I don't know
I
if I've
think
ever
if I
felt
think of
guilt
it as a
like that.
lie, it's easier for me than if I think of it as the truth.
It's easier if I think it's lying, but that's everyone's different.
I see.
I can bring people back to life and control them. What if I killed Fia and had her be my little puppet?
Uh, then you would be in place of her evil, no?
Sarah,
Uh,
I think it's time we taught you about something called intrusive thoughts.
Look, we're doing fine. We're doing great.
By the way, you were talking about Fia being a monster and Fia's motives and everything. What do you think happened to the inhabitants of that mansion?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Absolutely.
I mean, that one is, whatever.
Oh fuck. I did
Rich
think about
people
that.
aren't people, but teens,
no.
they're people.
Teens are
Yeah.
people. Rich people aren't. I have a very consistent worldview. Thea is only bad because she's kind of like a manipulative, controlling person. Everything else she thinks is fine.
So
That's where Sarah's at.
you're back on the main road. You're walking towards the city. It takes a couple hours to get there. You'll get there by like 8 o'clock.
Uh, should we find a place to rest when we get into the city?
There is a tavern that we do frequent quite a lot, and we could go to the castle if not, I suppose.
I think we could just go straight to the college.
We could.
It
Oh, then we could
is.
sleep in Pavus tonight. That might be fun.
It is quite the effort for me to walk such a distance, but it is no trouble should you wish.
Well, I don't have lactic acid anymore. So I would respect that certainly. If that's sort of a thing you need. But if resting seems nice one last night here in the city, that would be fine as well.
It is your choice. I only pose the option.
Maybe we should rest here one more time and see if Kaz comes back.
Yeah, we'll like scoop them in a little bag or something.
Yeah, give him a chance before we leave.
Get like
I
a
can get
silver
everyone
muscle.
around a squad.
Perhaps I can
One more
send
squab would be nice.
a squab.
Have you not had squab?
Squab is not familiar to me.
It's like a
All right, I
whole
think we'll
bird.
stay for the night.
So around 8:30, you all get to the castle. Are you resting at the castle?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, you all head in. So get you a little picture. You got a new
Yeah.
player. You gotta
Yeah.
hear the
I-
description of the castle.
She would like to see the architecture.
Yeah, we need a picture. of the castle. Everybody, oh, there it is. There's the castle picture. All right, there we go. Just gonna share the screen. Oh no, it's everybody's character sheet. Um,
Ah.
so yeah, you get back to the city gate around 8:30 p.m. You get back to the castle. There are fewer people on the streets around the gate from when you originally left. There were sort of throngs coming in and out, and there are fewer people in the evening. You make it to the southern gate of Castle Dagran, a large, huge stone gate with a metal portcullis that is currently up. You all are recognized by the guards. You see guards in the colors of the Prince's Guard or House Coil, and the guard of the country's colors, but you also see guards in Mussover uniforms and Amarantado uniforms, various livery, and this appears to be becoming sort of a base for the people that serve certain allied houses. And you pass through this large gate and you enter the keep. The keep of Castle Dagran is constructed of large gray stone bricks. It is a very functional, very defensible castle. Even as you pass down the slender hallways, you see arrow slits inside the castle, showing you that it is even defensible if breached, if the walls are breached. Speaking of which, you can see the river that runs under the wall right here with a little boat. Someone waiting to infiltrate and or die. So you walk down these long, slender hallways with the strong gray stone brick past little expensive-looking golden trinkets in niches, tapestries, porcelain, and you head to the northwestern corner of the castle, past the throne room to the back, where a large stone staircase rises upward to where you know the where everyone but Celeste knows that the prince's rooms are, the former queen's rooms are, and of course um, the set of rooms that you've been given that are often used for visiting diplomats, which have six bedrooms that adjoin a hallway with a red carpet, and doors at both ends. Lots of dark wood. The beds have very thick dark wood four posters, and it's an ornate and opulent place to rest. Some of you have rooms you've been using, and there is a room that is vacant that has not been used yet. And you finally arrive at your rooms.
Before we would have parted to separate rooms, Celeste would address anyone really. This prince that you said you are friendly with, are they aware of their mother's killing?
Yes, he was in the room. She was also trying to kill him.
I see. Matricide.
I didn't know he was in the room when it happened.
You
That's
didn't
news to
know?
me. No.
God, yeah.
To
Oh,
be
so
fair,
you
I only
weren't
found out
there.
we had a queen like 3 days ago, and then I
That's
found out she died like the same day.
that's wild, frankly.
So there is
I'm not from here, to be
Hmm.
fair.
a new experience for me as well. So no need to worry of execution.
Of you or the queen? Or for us?
For
Us.
killing the queen? No,
Hmm.
no.
No.
People
No.
seem pretty exuberant about it.
I see. I see.
Yeah, there's plenty of evidence against the queen that she was a devil worshiper. She was openly killing lots of people down the catacombs, and just very much not a good person anymore. Not the good Queen Eva she originally was.
I'm sure someone out there mourns her, but
I see. I see. It is a shame I could not pick her brain before she was removed from existence. Good
It
night.
was
Good night.
nice.
gonna sleep all tonight.
He gets flashbacks to watching Crash just stick that fireball scroll in her mouth and kiss the queen and watch their both heads kind of explode. Like,
You
yeah,
you
take her
would
brain off the
you would
walls.
the entire time the entire time you've seen her, anytime you are talking about a past experience or something that's happened, she is attentive, wide smile, like fascinated, just everything. And she will retire to a room if there is a room for her to retire to.
There is. Everybody let me know what you're up to before your long rest. Any spell preparations, familiar things, anything at all?
Kind of thinking about cast and sending now.
I don't I always forget what class this is. Artificer? I don't have like the cleric thing where I can prepare different spells, do I? I don't think so.
You get known
You get
spells like a
infusions.
wizard, I think.
No, it's prepared.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was. Oh.
it's you can prepare anything from the artificer spell list.
Okay. Then I'm gonna check real quick if sleep is on there, and if it is, I think Andre would want to take it just in case at this point.
in case of teenage assassination.
Come and get you.
I would prepare the same spells.
Okay.
I don't see it on the list, so I think I'm staying the same.
I feel like I'm gonna do the equivalent of turning off my phone and I'm going to switch sending for animate that.
just as you do that, you hear in your head, hello, hello. Just kidding. Wait, you're okay, you're gonna prepare animate dead even though you always get a
Even though I get a free one, because maybe I want to cast it a bunch of times.
oh now she's into it, yeah.
Maybe I'm evil. Maybe you don't know.
It's not a burden anymore. Now it's a calling.
It's always been a calling.
All right.
Look, we're not talking to the person I want to cast sending to, so I'm gonna switch it up.
Any other announcements of bedtime activities?
I will switch heat metal for invisibility.
Ooh.
That seems we've been doing a lot of sneaking.
All right. And let's see. Okay. Oh, it's one of these ones. Heat metal for invisibility. Sure. Can't track it on this sheet anyway. If would you mind pasting me or typing me in the chat a list of your prepared spells, and then I'll just put them on your sheet over here.
Oh, I actually found the list on spells, managed spells. It just pops all of it up. prepared and then known.
And maybe just copy and paste it in the chat with me, or if I have the link, I can go to the link, I guess.
Sure. Let me see if I can.
If you guys are into it, I'll do some extra time after 1:30 since we had a bumpy start.
Fine with me.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Hey Daniel,
Yeah.
while you're cutting and pasting,
I didn't prepare repel bats, so I think this character might die.
a fireball and then a poison cloud and then lightning bolts all go through all your rooms and you're dead. The end.
Ooh.
It's time
Great
for my
story, huh?
favorite part of D&D, rolling up a new character.
Yeah.
In my own house, nonetheless.
Yeah, you guys go to sleep and you wake up. You wake up at 6. Food gets delivered to you. There's chicken, there's shredded beef, there's eggs on plates, little cups of coffee. You wake up in the morning. Miki has a little brown and orange bird, sort of autumnal colors.
Oh yeah, I forgot to describe him. Yeah.
Miki, you still in fall mode?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's sort of almost goldeny, bronzy little phoenix creature. Yeah, y'all are waking up, food is getting delivered, your day is starting.
Is there like a communal space that we're in?
Yeah, basically the hallway between your rooms.
Ah, okay. This is where we eat? What food was delivered to the room specifically?
I think
Yeah,
it's
the door at the door at the end of the hallway. There's a door at the end of each hallway, and it's like a small hallway with a red carpet and 6 bedrooms that connect to the hallway. So plates of food were placed on the floor at the end of the hallway, big plates of chicken and shredded beef and eggs.
at this point I almost always just kind of give my plate to Andre. I feel like it's unspoken.
Miki's just going to town, just having lean to her bird, just kind of peck over her shoulder.
I suppose Celeste would eat sparingly,
Got
but
to
eat
eat.
nonetheless. Yeah, eat nonetheless. Nonetheless.
You got to eat unless you don't eat.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
this character does not have that ability to not eat.
Let me know anything you're doing as you get up, or if you guys are just leaving.
I suppose if we're not leaving right away and just waking up, I guess you would see Celeste without her armor. The legs still made of metal. They're still, look like full plate armor legs. And but she would be wearing a, more thin, like white top shirt with no sleeves. So you would see her arms entirely covered with big scars, like if her skin had torn open almost. They don't look like cuts or scratches. They look like kind of like stretch marks, but worse.
Nobody's too shocked or appalled, apparently.
No, I was writing down notes.
It would be rude to ask about.
She seems to not mind showing them.
Miki,
Skeletal cat over here doesn't seem to.
Yeah.
That's
Miki
true.
kind of goes up and just like, I'm sorry, those are injuries on your arms. They look kind of curious. What's is there any is there a story behind those? If you don't mind sharing it, if it's too much, I understand.
I do not mind at all. Actually, I would be enthused to share. Where I come from, it is a regular practice of the idea of self-sacrifice leading to power. So my power and abilities come from this, and in times of extreme fighting, it takes a little more and heals quite curiously.
Oh, okay.
I would love to teach you these ways if you are more curious.
I personally, maybe some other time. I'm not too. I kind of like my arms kind of how they are right now. But maybe later.
I will persist on this at another time.
Let me know
Yeah.
anything else before you setting off.
Any business in the castle?
I think we kind of took care of most everything.
I think we did all the side quests and failed that
Then
last one.
I think there's only so much prolonging we can do.
let us give an attempt at the Mages College. Yes,
Absolutely.
I can give no guarantees. Just perhaps with outside access or inside access, we can achieve your goal.
How specifically are you connected to the Mages College?
I went there some time ago, and I, particularly for the philosophies. Magic, I have some abilities, but it is not my interest per se. I'm quite tired of their repeated lines of thinking, so it is time for a change.
I was at some point attempting to attend the Mages College, but felt in a deal I had to attempt to get some form of free tuition. I was bound there and felt some great compelling within me to free myself and leave, which is the cause of our current being at odds with the Mages College.
I see you had a spell cast on you? An enchantment?
Something, I was bound in a magical item meant to observe the characteristics of my arcane ward for potential magical purposes, I believe. Yes.
They are quite nefarious themselves, then, it would seem.
It was of my will. It was an attempt to connect and receive admission, but sometime during the process, I came to a certain need to move forward.
I see. It is good to leave the past behind us, yes?
Surely.
Oh, wise policy.
So that's probably the big reason why they're mad at us.
Yeah, I
Uh,
broke a very
Yes,
expensive.
yes, I
To be fair, it
had
probably
heard.
didn't help that I showed up drunk and told them magic wasn't real.
That happened?
Is that the
Yes.
business?
That was sort of a busy day for me. That
It was,
happened?
yeah, that was a very busy day for all of us, I think.
Is that the
However, as
business I heard of in the food hall?
No, that was
no.
Cass. That's our missing friend.
I see.
I think out of everyone here, I think I didn't piss anyone off, which is normally weird.
Are you
I
normally?
mean, until they find out what's missing, Miki.
What's missing?
No, we don't need to talk about that. It's fine.
Oh,
The good thing is that we're not responsible for anything bad that happened.
Perhaps maybe Miki should come with me first rather than everyone all at once.
Yeah, I think that'll probably be a good idea. I have this note from the prince as well, so
Well, surely they cannot deny that.
yeah, with you and this note, then I'm assured they'll have to let us through.
Very well.
Have is a strong word, but we shall insist nonetheless. Let us be off.
And you're walking. You walk out of that castle.
Squab. I just remembered. We talked about squab. Float it. Are we doing it?
I would have thought like I grabbed Squab for you
Okay, you
guys for
have.
dinner.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I think maybe we have squab just in our pocket.
Pocket
There you
squab.
go. Pocket squab.
Pocket Squab, pocket pigeon that tastes delicious.
Mhm.
All right, so you're walking. I'm gonna give you a little walking description since we have our new person. And of course, there's always something when you're walking, whether it's a rat in the river or what was it, like something that you threw into an
A
alley?
boy eating
A fish. I
flour.
threw a rotten fish into an alley and it landed on someone's head.
Why did you touch that?
And they said
fish?
thank you and ate it.
Yeah, you know.
There was a
I'll never forget that.
Quite charitable.
there was a boy eating a bag of flour.
Horrifying.
There was something in this city. So you head out, you leave by 7 a.m. You've been eating and stuff. And you head south past the Nobles Quarter, where some of you have seen the Mussover compound, some of you have seen the Anaranjado compound, various compounds. You pass the Broken Plowshare, the Travelers District. There are people getting drunk in the morning at these taverns in the Travelers District. You pass the Merchants Row on the docks, where an old man has thinks that he has dementia because of Miki. And you cross the bridge and you head into the chop, the dirty chop where fingerless beggars reach out with clay pots asking for coin. Somewhere in another timeline, there's an angry dwarf who's mad at Miki here in the chop. The smell of morning breakfast squab wafts to you from the squab stand as you walk north through the area.
What is squab? As Celeste passes, I'm sure she would know as little as me, the player, knows about squab.
It's pigeon. It's fancy pigeon. It's often eaten in like Arabian countries, and it can be really fine dining as well.
You didn't make up squab? That's not an Elenia Toth original?
I thought that was the main thing.
I gotta
No,
look
it's
up
real
squab.
food, y'all.
I gotta get squab.
I need to get me some Squab.
All right.
Now let me look up squab.
It's like a full bird.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a
Yeah, you guys have been eating like a big pigeon on a stick.
well, I've gotta find one.
Squab. Oh, okay. Like a roast chicken, but squab.
Yep, basically a pigeon. Where are you guys? Oh, I get it. I'm showing you guys my. All right.
Whoa! You're supposed to exit out of the incognito tabs.
Hope I didn't show you guys any secrets about the lists of character names or something. All right, so you're headed north through the shop. You smell the delicious smell of squab. You head past the Tamerwin compound, where you know someone's inside there doing some magic. You try to look through the bars of the fence. cast iron gate and fence that's all around it, and you can't see through it. It's all blurry in there because they're so magic-y. You go past the temple district, you see the temple of Tactilius and Gazul on a rise. Long white marble staircase leading up there. Bunch of jerks in there. You pass the workshop, gnomes working on things, people trying to invent electricity. You pass down south, and then you head back north towards the Mage College and the library, which let's see what secret shit I accidentally showed you. Daniel's message that I couldn't read, my music thing, Valda's, and then some character sheets. We're good. You didn't see anything. So you get to the base of the, oh, I forgot to drop an onion in the road in front of you. While you're walking across the bridge north of the Tamerwin mansion, on that big open bridge, you see a fresh purple onion in the middle of the road in front of your feet. What do you do?
I'll pick it up and put it in my pocket.
Not even checking it first.
I'm not throwing food and discovering another sad orphan.
As you put that purple onion in your pocket,
It's a mimic.
Don't even sniff it.
I'll sniff it.
smells like a yummy onion. So you're on this bridge here north
It's
of
good
the
for the lungs to sniff the onion.
as you pick up the onion, you see this little guy, like a gnome, but maybe even half the size of a gnome, just a really small gnome, yells out at you.
Hey, that's my onion!
Andre, why did you steal that onion?
You sure it's your onion?
Give me back my onion!
Andre, he's so sure.
That's dinner and lunch and breakfast for the next day and a half.
I'll split it with you.
This seems fair since you had abandoned your onion in the road.
I didn't abandon my onion. I was letting it rest.
This sounds rather foolish.
If you let your onion rest and then it ran to me, it seems it's abandoned you.
The guy looks around and he's like,
Onion thieves! Onion thieves! They've taken my onion!
Now,
Here's your
false.
damned onion. I hope you choke on it.
Does the onion have ants on it? It was on the road. There's a good chance that there's
Aw.
bugs crawled over it.
You peel an onion, no? Before you eat?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for returning my onion. I will be cooking it tonight and thinking of you, your generosity in returning it. Thank you.
Why did he thank you? You stole it from him.
I am full.
Sarah, just let it go.
I
Sarah,
can't stop thinking
he's
about these
leaving.
things.
He's leaving, Sarah.
Just-
maybe
This is how we always get in shenanigans.
we need to know answers to these things that happen to us.
The important questions.
what did
Was
you
it
want to ask
really
him?
his onion?
Why did
I'll
he say
never
thank
know.
you?
What did you want to ask him?
I wasn't gonna ask him. Just why did he say thank you? He had his onion stolen. Thank you for your generosity for returning.
He said thank you, and then he muttered under his breath, "Onion thieves, onion thieves."
Oh, okay. He's mean inside. Okay.
We
To
stab
be
him.
fair, I did hand him the onion and say, I hope you choke on it. So
Uncle.
All right, so he leaves. And
now my pockets are one onion lighter.
They're
They
right
slightly-
right where they started.
They just slightly smell like onion now. For like the next 2 minutes.
Memories.
Onions in my pockets. The Andre Brower story.
That guy's so little, so we like can turn around and see him walking slower than us the whole time.
He
It's
walks.
just like
He
he walks
away.
away. Okay.
There goes my hero.
He said it was breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and he didn't have anything else. I wonder if he's just eating it like an apple.
He said he would cook it.
He did say he would cook it, but would he eat it like an apple after?
Probably.
Maybe like a
He
onion
throws it
blossom.
on an open fire.
I
Red
actually know
onions
some
are
people
better
that do
raw,
that.
though.
No.
That's true.
Red onions are better raw.
Oh,
It's
you
not
are
a
right,
yellow
yeah,
onion.
Red onion, yeah, red onion is. Maybe he's making like
A salad.
like a hamburger
A
with
cooked salad?
onions.
An uncooked salad. Oh, he said he would cook. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I
he said he
see.
would cook it.
Maybe he's pickling it. That's not cooking.
That's not cooked.
But it's hot. Okay.
Do
Oh
you-
boy, hot onion, my
No, that's how you
favorite.
can do like a fast pickle if you do hot water, which
There's
is kind
blue
of good.
onions. Maybe he's doing a
Yeah,
bloomin' onion.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
what
go,
I-
perfect.
That's what I mean. Like he's doing like an onion petal like that.
Yeah, I guess.
It's normal to cook red onions here?
That's gotta be like frying like a turkey for him, because he held up his hands to grab the onion.
How small was this gnome?
Was he like 1 foot tall?
I think
He
he
said it
half
was
the size
smaller
of a
than the
normal
average
gnome.
gnome.
He was half a gnome, yeah.
One,
He had
two.
dwarfism.
Gnome with dwarfism.
He's got like a cup on a fire, and he dunks the onion in it like frying a turkey whole.
Uh,
Right, so
Cool.
I
So
should
I-
know. I should know better than to introduce anything.
You do it every time.
I do have a question about the college since Celeste spent some time there. They wouldn't have like a any sort of martial arts sparring area, would they?
They have a blade singer class.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Otherwise, it's all magic all the time.
I see.
So, I thought Celeste was just studying at the library, but is she a student?
Oh, no. Just studying at the library, but she would, if there was something of the sort, she would be not sneaking in, but attending without paying tuition.
Well, that's hard to do.
Well then she would not do that.
The library is very separate from the Mage College, and I will illustrate that with this description. You
Perfect.
all arrive at the foot of the long stairwell leading up to the landing, at which one side is the Mage College and the other side is the library, like asymmetrical wings, asymmetrical marble wings. There is a big black marble wing that is the Mage College, and then a smaller white marble wing that is the library on the other side of that landing. And of course, you see a few students walking up and down the stairs, a pink Kenku that you dare not talk to. Yeah, so Celeste, you've been studying in the library. Perhaps you've gone into the Mage College once or twice, but they don't usually let people in who are not students.
Copy that.
Maybe you've talked to a few people from the Mage College
Yeah.
that in the library, since you're very
Yeah.
inquisitive. And you were definitely in the Mage College when the group was talking to Schnabel.
I was delivering papers from one of the librarians.
Yeah.
So,
Sarah's very intrigued, but Sarah doesn't know that, only Eve. Yeah, you all are standing at the foot of the steps, looking up at the two asymmetrical marble wings at the top of the stairs. What are you up to?
so I am to stay back?
Yeah, I think it's probably best if me and Celeste take the lead on this one.
Sounds good.
Let us be off then. And have we a way to message you?
I
Or
believe Miki.
just
Yeah,
return?
if she stays within 120 feet, I can send her a message.
Sure, I will stay as within that range as I can, though I do not know how far you will go into the college.
That's fair.
120 feet, I believe we can yell, yes?
It would be a private capability to
Ah,
magically message.
understood.
If anything serious happens, I mean, I could cast Shatter.
See,
Uh,
yeah,
That's plan E.
That
Let's
that
go.
is
coordinate
that
and
is the
cast it at the same
emergency
time.
manager, I do want to say.
I find the learned people of this place quite weak, so it should not have to come to that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cast Shatter just because I saw a deal on Squab per se.
Hmm.
Quite the
There,
fans of Squab.
some of you would know that there are some very powerful magic users in this mage college. In fact, many.
By weak, she would have meant physically weak.
Oh yeah. Weaklings to be crushed.
Taking
So
strength as a dump stat. Psh.
so who's going up
Yeah.
to the who's going up to the top of the stairs?
I think it's just Miki and Silith.
All right, you two go up to the top of the stairs. Are you heading into the mage college?
We're going to attempt to.
Uh,
All right.
If we get stopped, we
You
shall
go up to the
negotiate.
door and you see old white man Ernest Honor Castle, and he says, "Oh yes, I know you, and you, Celeste. You've been in here before.
yes.
Well, only supposed to let students pass. Well,
Uh, we have
We have need of using your teleportation circle to visit Parvus.
oh, I remember you saying that before. Yes, yes. And Celeste, you often have come through here with papers. Yes, yes. Oh, well, very good.
we have some allies we must bring with us, but we understand there has been some trouble. However, with my word from the library, there shan't be any more. We are only headed straight for the teleporter.
Ah, well, I'm just the doorman, so uh, I don't control any teleporters or anything like that. Just the door.
A
As you're
portal
as
from
you're
the outside
talking,
to the inn.
as you're talking, a couple students walk in and out
All
of the
right,
door.
so you're okay. So we have your permission to head inside and
Oh,
request.
yes, you too, of course.
All right, cool. I kind of
No
wave over.
trouble now.
Yeah, of course, no trouble whatsoever. And I kind of wave over the rest of the group to kind of get a little closer.
The other two are gonna come up the stairs.
That is the wave, then sure.
All right, now y'all are on the landing.
Yeah, so we can go in. Just we'll continue taking the lead.
Wonderful.
Maybe perhaps hide the faces.
You know, yeah. Do you have cloth? Like a jaunty hat, perhaps?
Hat I do not. Here, I am not wearing my shirt. Perhaps you could. She'll tear it. uh, here you go. You could tie it around the face.
She only has one hand.
It smells like What flower? Like lavender.
Oh,
Hmm. All right. You see my eyes are like subtly glowing.
Can Sarah smell?
Not really. I think it's like a very, very faint, like, okay. There might be something I'm not smelling, but that's nice.
For you as well, Andre.
Sure. I'll take my glasses off and I'll wrap like a balaclava around my, just leave the eye slit.
Then I shall keep the shirt for half a shirt for myself.
Oh, I was gonna use the shirt to do that. I don't have
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Then.
like
There
a
you go.
makeshift just bandages.
I feel this party is making me a liar.
I feel like you were when we met.
No.
No?
I think I've only lied maybe 3 or 4 times out of social sort of niceties.
Sarah, if there's something you need to learn about lying, it's that if a lie goes on undetected for long enough, it becomes the truth.
So that's not true, actually. I think that's
Is
fundamentally
it?
not true.
Or
Okay,
is it
so,
true?
They say 3 makes a pattern.
Suddenly I feel the urge to clean you. Sorry, I don't mean that.
Andre's terrified. He he has seen you bring someone back from the dead. He is terrified of you.
Sorry, what was that, doorman?
Who are you two?
they're just our companions. No need to worry about that. They're with us.
We are normal
No trouble
companions.
whatsoever.
I'm only supposed to let students in.
Weren't you going to let them in for?
Yeah, you said you said we have your permission to head on through for use of the teleportation sigil.
Yes, but who are these two?
These are our companions. They're going to parvoose with us.
Roll
permission?
persuasion. Your favorite stats. Well, really, your favorite stat's deception, but
Would it be with advantage? Because Celeste was helping?
pshaw. She doesn't need help.
No need for help.
Is it the
I'm
nat
only-
one?
It's
only
nat
making
20.
I'm only making her roll for the fuck of it. Like, we all know this guy's gonna be persuaded. It's a 27. She's very persuasive. It's a 27. He's like, oh yes, of course. Parvus, yes. And you all are able to walk past him easily. So now you're in the waiting room. You've passed north through the doors, and you're in a small marble waiting room that has a big window in the northeast corner of it. And then beyond that is the large open field of the quad. It looks like it's outdoors and it has no ceiling over it somehow. There are a few large stone pillars in it, but otherwise it's a big open field. And there are Mage College students playing hacky sack, laying around reading books, enjoying some kind of sunshine. And far to the north on the other side of this of the quad is a hallway that continues north.
Are you aware where this teleporter is specifically?
We passed by it once, but we were kind of following another person.
Excuse me, student.
Miki, you can roll history, and I'll
My
also do the
favorite.
action.
Can I roll history?
Hold on.
Okay.
It was
Oh.
good for once.
Woo!
You get a rough idea of where it is. Meanwhile, Celeste, you stop a pink Kenku,
Oh
and
no.
that that hot pink Kenku is like, yes? How may I help you?
You may help me by pointing me towards the teleportation sigil.
What's with all your scars?
I don't think they'd actually be visible with her chainmail on.
I thought you ripped your shirt off.
She's wearing her chainmail now. The
What
shirt
about
was in
that
her
one
bag.
on your neck? Look at that scar on your neck.
Oh, that one is new. Magic is a curious thing. Can you point
Anyway,
us
I'm trying to
towards the sigil?
study, so what do you want?
Can you point us towards the teleportation sigil?
Sigil. What are you, old? Anyway, you go north down the hallway, you go past the dining hall, and then you like turn right, and then you just see it. There's a bunch of people waiting in line. All right, bye.
Have a pleasant day.
Whatever.
She will
Totally.
turn around, take a deep breath, smile, carry on.
She's like ready to kill the rude Kenku. Um, so
Snakes eat birds.
between Miki and Sarah's memory and Celeste's interaction, you head north, past the quad into that hallway that is heading north. And it looks kind of like a Harry Potter hallway, lots of wood, little busts, books on shelves everywhere. As you head north, you pass the open door to the dining hall on the left. You pass on the right what looks like the way towards various teachers' offices. Continuing north, you pass another hallway that branches off to the left, not where you were told to go, nor where you remember to go. Eventually, as you head north, you sort of hit a sharp corner, and the hallway turns off towards the east. As you head that way, you see a hall that goes north that is all a bunch of gray bricks. It's pretty different from the style of the rest of the hallway. As you continue east, you run into a long line of people waiting in line for a door. The door has frosted glass on it, and every once in a while it lights up with some light. Um, and you see a line of impatient people waiting to enter the room. As you approach the door, another burst of light from the frosted glass, and the door opens up, and believe it or not, it's Veronica Herp emerging once more. The older lady with boxes full of bugs, dressed like a Jane Goodall type, and she's emerging just as when you originally passed the the teleporter room for the first time. It's good old Veronica Herp. And she emerges and heads east, does not see you all as you approach. Um, and here, let's look at a picture of Veronica Herp because we love her.
I'm assuming this is someone you have bad relations with.
He
I'm
may
gonna.
have.
Hmm?
I was gonna get close and whisper in Miki's ear. Miki, I think that's the lady we stole from.
I say out loud, what are you talking about?
Nothing.
Hmm.
It's fine. It's definitely. We definitely did not meet her.
I trust you.
So she disappears down the hallway to the east, and someone else goes into the room. And yeah, there are a good like 8 or so people waiting to go into that room.
Have the paper from the prince, yes?
Yes, we do.
Then the rest can wait. We shall go first, yes?
Is there like a person at like the door that's like managing this line?
No, there's just a line of bored, impatient people waiting to get into the room.
Do I get the sense that there's anyone helping the transport process? Like anyone in the room using the circle for people?
It's hard to tell from out here. You could roll a high insight check, I guess.
I probably couldn't. Could I roll? Oh yeah, could I roll a perception?
Sure.
Try my very
You
best.
smell a person is in the room.
Do
Oh,
or do
perception
not. There
is
is no try.
vision. Okay, 18. I'm gonna use knowledge from a past life.
Okay, okay.
So plus 5, that's 23.
Yep. As that person goes into the room that Veronica Herp just left, you hear inside the room, "Hello." And so you assume that there's somebody else in there.
Oh, for sure.
It's really faint though, so no one else can hear it but you. But you picked it out.
I was imagining like super focus in, trying to hear, and just a guy right there. Hello.
That's what I was picturing too.
Hello.
Just like Kronk being just like, hello.
Step right up to the teleportation room.
Tickets, please.
So yeah, you identify that there's somebody in there.
Cool. Great.
Shall
And then
we?
there's people waiting in the hallway sighing.
How long is the line taking?
It's taken a while.
I think you should leverage that paper.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. We can do that. Yeah. Let's go up. Miki just starts walking.
We're cutting the line?
Under authority
Miki
of.
is easily egged on.
I feel all right. I mean, yeah.
You two
Why
can
not?
stay.
We're the highest authority here.
Yeah, you
I
two can stay
suppose.
back and hold our place in line if you want, but me and Selef can kind of go up and see if they'll let us do our business.
Sure.
So
When you guys leave, I think you hear Andre bring up to Sarah. So how many ways can you really cook a red onion?
Uh, we discussed frying, saute,
Think he just wants to
burn,
warm it up?
microwave.
Like warm milk. Maybe he likes warm
Yes,
onion.
it's comforting. It's a subtle warmth. It's not cooked. Well,
Lightly roasted red
it's got a
onion.
heat to it, but it's not actually cooked or charred or even like sweated. It's just emanating warmth to warm his tiny little body.
Like a hot raw potato.
Not cooked, just hot. Like when you leave a water bottle in the car and it gets really hot.
So
Sarah and Andre are talking about that at the back of the line, and someone turns around and says, "Did you say red onion?" At the front of the line, Miki and Saleth walk up to the front of the line, and you see a tall, skinny fellow with a floppy hat waiting, and as you two walk up to the door, he says, excuse me, but
you are excused.
the back of the line is that way. This is the front of the line."
That is why we're here.
Yeah, that's why we're here. We're on important business for national and international security with the prince. So it's kind of a time-sensitive mission.
So am I.
I highly doubt that.
Well, I've been waiting for an hour now, so the back of the line is back there.
Well,
Then if you wish to wait longer, you should go there. We are not.
You You're pretty interesting. That is an interesting thing to say, but yeah. Uh, gotta wait your turn.
Does the door open on its own, or is it like something we can open?
It's got a handle.
She'll just grab the handle.
Uh, the guy says, you might not want to open that while they're doing what they're doing, you know.
She'll knock.
What?
She'll knock.
There's no answer.
So while we wait here, Miki, you are a wizard as well, yes?
no, not technically a wizard, but I am a magic practitioner.
I see.
But maybe I can. I'll go up to the floppy hat guy, being like, well, maybe you can help. You'll let us just stand in front of you and let our two party members join us up here, and just let us pass in front of you, and you'll just be content with staying there, casting spell suggestion.
Well, when you convince the person at the front of the line, there's all the other people behind them that can see you.
Yeah,
But
it's just him that's letting us. So if they have to be mad at anyone, it's him.
go ahead.
It's the school lunch line cut.
Yeah. So he looks at you and then he goes, yeah, you should definitely stand in front of me. That's a great idea. Miki, Alex, what exactly did you say to him in the suggestion spell? Did you say you should let us and our party members stand in front of you?
Yeah, you should let us and our party members stand in front of you and let us go through in front of you and wait for us to go through.
Remember, when you use a suggestion spell,
I know.
it
I was
ends as soon as the person fulfills the thing you told them to do. It ends. So thorough.
Yeah, so
Then they know.
he'll be happy until we pass through the door and finish our teleportation.
I let you revise the wording once, so it's gonna wear off when you go in the door now. Rather than it wearing off the moment the rest of your party comes up and stands in front of him, it's gonna wear off when you go through the door and close the door behind you. But he's like, you should go in front of me. That makes sense.
You are quite convincing.
It's one of my specialties. Do you want to grab the others, or should I just message them?
Just look at the back of the line.
So I guess if you take the smaller rings of the onion and fry them individually, it could almost be like a calamari type thing.
Yes, like a more individual texture. It's strange. I feel like I heard like a voice in my head somewhere that told me that apparently in cooking, if you're not supposed to like taste the onions very much, it actually doesn't make that much of a difference between red or other onions, which I don't think sounds right, but something.
Have you ever taken a bite of like a yellow onion because you didn't have red onions?
I
It's
have not.
awful.
Huh. Well, it feels like some otherworldly force, perhaps.
You guys just not interrupting, just letting us roll our wheels.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how long you guys could talk about red onion cooking.
Look, I got very distracted because at
Well,
some
we
point I
weren't
looked at.
talking about red onion cooking. Sarah said that she wanted to queen me, so Andre is on the red onion thing right now.
Just down the line, I guess Crash is kind of turned around, so Andre would just see two heads poke out, being just like, "What's going on?"
Hmm?
Just
Oh, I guess they figured it out.
Oh,
I guess we go first.
oh wow. Incredible convincers.
All right, so
Yeah.
the four of you are standing at the front of the line, and the time comes and the door opens, and do you go in?
I will let everyone go ahead of me,
All right.
and then as soon as everyone's through, I go in and close the door and hold it closed.
Thanks again for letting us go in front of you. It's
Nikki,
really
you're
nice of
gripping
you.
that knot that really tightly.
It's fine.
Why are you holding onto the knob like that? Oh,
No reason.
cool,
Is
for
the
sure, for
person
sure.
in here?
The guy responds to Andre as you all are going into the room, and he's like, "It was very important for you to go, so that makes sense." And then you all go through the door, and then as Miki holds it shut, you hear some insistent knocking. Uh, Here's a picture of a teleportation room. And On the other side of the room is sort of a really big control board kind of thing, like almost a glass magical control board with runes on it. And there's a shaved bald fellow behind it, who looks at you all coming in and says, "Oh, not sure I've seen you before. What is your business?" And as he says that, you hear knock, 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 knock on the door.
Minor illusion, just rushing water, just kind of block out the noise.
And your illusion white noise machine.
Yes.
Okay.
Someone else needs to talk because I can't. I need minor illusion to talk.
Oh, Miki, do you have the note?
She pulls it out of her bag and hands it to you.
We're on orders from the prince to get teleported to Parvus. Urgent.
Miki, make an athletics check, please.
Oh no. What's my athletics? Strength substat. Oh, that's still good.
Ooh.
17.
Nice. You keep holding the door shut and playing white noise. And Andre, you say you're on a mission from the prince, and what do you do with the permission slip?
Oh, I was gonna show it to the guy in case he needed it.
All right, you go up and show it to the guy, and the guy's like, "Oh, I see. Interesting. And the prince is sending you all."
Yep.
Well, that makes sense, I suppose. Miki, make another athletics check.
Fuck.
That's funny because I rolled a 3, so
And I do something.
Do you have inspiration?
I do have. I will use my inspiration.
I was gonna say something, but I shall not.
What's better?
You fail this second check, but it's not what you think it is. The door yanks open, and instead of the floppy hat guy, you see someone else poke their head into the room.
Oh God, is it Vaudreuil?
He wouldn't need to yank a door.
Oh, true.
That's Fodder rule.
Sort of
Uh,
hovering.
Is it? Fuck, bouncy guy.
Is it the grandma?
it's
The-
someone you've never seen.
Okay.
If it's as soon as somebody pokes their head in, I will use my action cast command.
Damn.
No, you
No,
won't. It's not a reaction,
fair
and we're
enough.
not in initiative.
Fair
So, uh, the door pulls open, and you see a face. You know what? Fuck it. Roll initiative.
No.
Celeste.
Uh,
God damn it.
let me.
Okay. That's Eve. I just
Oh,
need.
am I not supposed to roll?
Oh, I thought we were all rolling this.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fight.
Wow, people keep rolling worse and worse.
That was an accident.
I'm just looking for one from Celeste.
Oh, Celeste? Yeah. Ooh, big stat right here. Oh, not terrible.
Not terrible, but not enough to go first.
Fair enough.
Okay, so the door opens and you see a face. Let me get this face back over here. Command, eat some poop. You say to this person. Oh, it needs to be only one word. Poop. Sorry. This is my infantile humor is coming through. All right, so the door pops open and you see a face you have never seen before that yanks open the door. And during the 6 seconds you have before Celeste can cast a spell, this person looks at you all and says, uh, hello. Are you Mickey, Andre, and Sarah?
Who wants to know?
Or sorry, and Crash? Yes, I am Darius. I am here to help you.
Oh, you're. Oh, okay. You're helping.
Yes, may I come in for a moment? There is a man with a floppy hat out here who is really annoying me.
Sure. Yeah.
Celeste, do you still want to cast command on this person?
No, he would not. But if the door opens enough to see the pointy-hatted man, I will still cast the spell command.
Okay. Guess what happens?
I'm guessing it doesn't work.
This new dude casts counterspell.
Okay,
think
so I still take
Weird.
5 points of damage though. So
Yeah,
you would
why
see
don't
her
you
eyes turn
describe,
blood red.
yeah, describe what it looks like when you cast a spell.
So it is just a verbal spell. So as she would speak, I would like you to, and the command word would be flee. And as he counterspells it, but you would see her magic, her eyes would like flare up, but it would be like I imagine it wouldn't be like seeing light shine. It would be like if darkness was a thing that could be projected, and after it fades, you would see the white around her turquoise eyes would be like bloodshot, like it physically hurt to catch the spell.
So, as you cast the spell, Darius, who looks half elven and has dark skin, in the way of an elf having dark skin, and white hair and beautiful blue eyes. Why am I so into blue eyes? He It's because my daughter has blue eyes. That's why. That's why I love blue eyes. So, oh, that means my wife has blue eyes. Okay, so let's be in the game. All right, here we go. So, this fellow pokes his head in and says that he's here to help you. Celeste harms herself and casts command on him. Darius sees you do this, moves his arm like this, and a wave of purple energy shoots over you, and your spell is countered. Darius steps into the room and closes the door behind him and says, Gerald, do not call for anyone to restrain these people. Please forgive them for casting spells here. And the bald fellow looks at Darius and says, "Well, all right, Darius." And then Darius looks at you all and says, I am sorry to surprise you in this way. I am from the Mage College in Rocinante, and I wish to help you. Yes, you are going to Parvus for various reasons.
Yes, yes, we are.
Yes, Schnabel has informed me about the path that you are on, and it is in the best service of the whole continent of Capernia Toth, if your aims are protected. So, if it is all right with you, I would like to go with you to Parvus. Bonus, I have a map of Parvus. This would be helpful, I think.
Yes, that would be very helpful. That's one of the things we forgot to get.
I have been there before a few times, so I can help you there.
Terribly sorry to ask this, but why are you helping us?
Well, you know, I understand that you have fallen afoul of the Mage College. Yes, you have broken a very expensive piece of machinery, and one of your number was ejected from the college. But that does not change the course of your trajectory. Yes, Schnabel has informed me of what you have told him, and there is something going on in this world. Yes, the queen wanted to defund Fadra rule, to see the Great Barrier fall. This is bad. No?
Of course.
Mhm.
Yes. I wish to protect you as you do what you do. If you will let me. And he says to the teleportation room operator, it is okay. You can trust them. I will go with them. It is okay. And Gerald kind of nods and hands you guys back your permission slip.
Can I roll an insights just in case, like if I get any kind of bad vibes or if like there's any untruths in his word?
Absolutely.
I'm not the best at this. 17, that's decent.
17.
Yeah.
He appears to be telling the truth.
All right.
DM, out of curiosity, on her way from Zamda?
Yeah.
Zamda?
Zamda?
Yeah. Would she have potentially gone through Parvus, or would she have gone more likely by sea? and not stopped there.
What do you think?
Oh, uh,
I'm kind of thinking by sea from you.
probably by sea. I think that would make more sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Never mind then.
A few of you would have a basic understanding of the culture of Parvus. Darius says to you, as you know, the teleportation circles, they connect each other. So we will go from here to the Mage College of Itena in Parvus, where I can assist you in further achieving your goals. Or if you are uncomfortable with my help, I am happy to leave. I will make sure that Gerald teleports you as you have planned.
Well, I think you're welcome to tag along with us. Uh, we could always use another helpful hand, and it seems since you are accustomed with these mage colleges, it might be helpful.
Indeed, it seems you would bring a great value if we all.
He sort of fluffs his white hair and he says, I am also very interesting, you know. I am a good conversationalist. So, on the road, I can be very fun.
If you have any stories to tell of where you come from, I shall be interested to hear them, but I have no say in the matter. I am merely I suppose, a guest as you are of this group.
You guys hear some more knocking on the door, and Darius says, I think we should, darte prisa, like they say, We must.
Right, urgently.
Yeah, let's vamos.
Sure.
Yes.
Teleport, go.
Very good. So you are okay with my joining you?
Yes,
Certainly.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here we go. And he waves at you all to come over to stand around in the sort of runic circle in the center of the room. And he looks at Gerald and says, Gerald, to the Mage College of Itena, please. And Gerald starts to move his hands over the various controls. And I'm just gonna find some different music here. Do I have the music I want for this? Hmm.
Atena is secretly Seattle, and you're playing grunge.
That would be interesting. I could play Frances Will Have Her Revenge. Oh, now I really want to play that. But so the fellow moves his hands over the control board and stars start to appear in your vision and uh the room goes white with blue stars floating uh through the white vision towards you. None of you can see each other anymore. You only see this field of white with blue stars. And then the blue stars expand and start to take over your vision until everything is a midnight blue with white lines whipping past you quickly. You could assume that this is what is supposed to be happening. You feel as if you are moving with great speed through some liminal space, floating, perhaps reduced to the very essence of the watcher, your being without any corpuscle. And then a sharp crack slashes through your body, your mind, your entity, like a jagged streak of lightning ripping you in half. And I would like you all to make con saves, please.
Fastest NPC betrayal ever. Introduced. Immediate.
He passed an insight check.
I'm
Ooh,
kidding, of course. That was wisdom.
well, I'll start writing a new character.
I
I'm-
thought it was Constitution.
I'm missing one. It's a,
Constitution.
Yes.
I'm missing one roll
Cool, cool, cool.
from. Okay, so calm. You take 10 points of force damage. Celeste, you take 10 points of force damage. So you're at 55 already.
Yep.
Celeste has so much HP to use up though.
Yeah.
So the rest of you just feel intense pain in your chest or in the center of your brain. You're not sure. The very essence of you feels slashed through with a jagged bolt of lightning. And in your minds, you hear a voice. Yes. Leave Elenia Toth. Very good. Now I can let the gray mind take care of you. Ha 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 ha.
Is that voice familiar?
Nope.
Shit.
You're thinking, does it sound like the female voice that exploded in your head like thunder when you had
Yeah.
it's not that voice.
Did Celeste hear this or no?
You heard it.
Okay.
Did Dias hear it?
You're not him, so you don't know.
Did you know that
Each of you is alone, unable to experience or see the others, but each of you is having this experience. And you hear this voice, and all of a sudden, you know what? That reminds me, I just want to get a sound ready for you. Yeah. This one. Let me just get that ready for you. Okay. So so you feel that pain, you hear that voice, something feels deadly wrong. The whipping white lines slow down and twist and almost seem to be fighting against your movement. And all of a sudden you snap back to reality, a very, very different reality from the Mage College room that you were just standing in. Instead, it is oppressively hot. You are standing in the middle of a vast open plains, dry yellow grass, a few sparse trees, flat as far as the eye can see. And on those plains are many, 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 let's call them witherbeasts, lumpy, large brown animals with big horns, and spotted ponies. The witherbeasts are all the thousands of them that go on all the way to the horizon, making constant grunting noises. Burp, 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 burp. The sound blends together into a cacophony of burp, 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 with these animals, and bugs are swirling around you. You find yourself in a place that kind of looks like this. Or no, that wasn't what. This with the beasts going on for as far as the eye can see, all of them going burp, burp, burp. And Darius looks at you all and says, oh no, this is not Itena. This is Pavus. But we are in the this has got to be the plains of Lari. You all also notice that your hair is about a month longer than it was when you got in the teleportation room. And that's where we'll end our session.
Oh, fuck.
Hmm.
And it's time for checkouts. Two of you used your inspiration.
I have inspiration. I don't think I got to use it.
There's only one person with inspiration, so we're gonna do an inspiration vote for a non-Andre person, a non-Daniel person. So your checkouts will be something you enjoyed about the session, something you enjoyed that another player did, and then if it's possible to be different from that one, great, but your inspiration vote, and one person will get inspiration as a one non-Daniel person will get inspiration as a result of the vote. And Alex, you are first.
Yeah. Oh boy, I really liked this session. I'm glad we are. Hello, cat. I am glad we are finally in Provus and managed to not get sidetracked by the Children's Rebellion. And I'm happy Fia is. She, yeah, I'm happy she's not dead, but hopefully there's not too much negative consequences with Fia. Um, yeah, something I enjoyed the players did. I loved Andre and Sarah's just talking about the onion waiting in line. I just thought that was really funny. Out of the pocket. I love that. And yeah, I loved the introduction of Seleth. I'm very interested in figuring out what kind of class you are. I think I have some ideas, but I am in interested in seeing how that plays out. So my inspiration would go to Seleth.
Appreciated.
All right. Seleth, you're next, aka Calm.
Hey, I am next. I think that death will come to this children rebellion leader, no matter what. Something I enjoyed about the session, you know, all interesting characters that introduced to. When I saw that there was a tabaxi skeleton thing, I wasn't expecting like obsidian skin and all that. That was pretty cool. That was interesting. Uh, I like the orc uh, intelligence-based spellcaster. Subverting expectations. It's always nice. And then classic. I like elves, and in general, I like elves as a player. So also two really tall. Playing as a short character, which is new for me. So I'm gonna have to think about that. Looking up to two tall characters for a change. I enjoyed learning about the world a little bit, and I'm curious to see where things go. Something I enjoyed, another player did. I like the onion conversation. I got a real kick out of that. So I'd have to also give my inspiration vote to Crash or Sarah for that one because I got a good laugh out of that. That was very enjoyable.
Nice. So you're voting, that was for Eve?
Yes.
All right. Alex.
I already went.
Sorry, I'm writing the plot. I'm writing the plot summary as you're going. Eve.
Wonderful. Yeah, it was a very good session. The twist at the end was all of it for me. That was intense. And it happened so quickly. Um, we did so many of the side things and loose ends, so just the plot hits you real fast. Anything happening is bewildering and exciting. Um, I like I liked Celeste's introduction. Um, I enjoyed sundry onion conversations and how long it took us to decide whether we were going to run, walk, or kill the people in the Children's Pavilion. Just, I guess, fight, flight, and freeze all having a conversation at once is what that was. Um, I will give player moments. Um, I was a big fan of Miki's sock puppet. That was a good moment. Um, yeah, and I will give my inspiration to Kong.
Don't feel like you gotta give it to me just because I'm new. I gotta
Look,
earn it.
there's a real part of me. Sometimes I encourage other people to vote for themselves. It's within the boundaries of the rules. I got Daniel to do it once.
Sometimes it's deserved, but it is appreciated.
Yes, I vote for you.
All right, Daniel.
All right. Something that I enjoyed about the session was yeah, just the whole beginning portion where we were trying to figure out whether we were gonna kill or run and everything. Uh with with all the teenagers just kind of getting really excited for soup, I thought that was like a funny little thing. But also Eve's kind of struggle that happened. I thought that was great. Just like cause Sarah is a character who like doesn't like lying, as you've said before, doesn't like stealing, like you've mentioned a lot of stuff like that where Sarah's kind of very uh normal good character, I guess. And Andre, I feel, has been slowly corrupting the party. Because I showed up and then Miki started stealing more.
You
And
gave me gloves. How can I not use the gloves?
yeah, that's true. I did give you the gloves, so you got to use the gloves. But no, I thought that was really great. I thought that was a really fun kind of moment of like seeing Sarah's character kind of evolve in like a fun new way that I wasn't expecting. And something another character did besides that was just every interaction, like during the teleport circle thing, with Miki trying to hold the door closed because she thought it was going to be that one floppy hatted guy. And then the second it opens, Scylla's just being like command flee and getting counterspelled it paints a real picture in my mind of all of that going down all at once. Um, I think I'm gonna give the vote to Silith for being the newcomer, but also for painting a real picture of the character, like within one session that I missed like the first 20 minutes of probably.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a whole lot of me having tech issues.
Yeah, it was good for you this time, Daniel, because Eve was having some tech issues and we just like took a break for 5 or 10 minutes and until we got settled. But it was fun texting with your girlfriend through your phone. She's-
I told her, tell them I'll be there in 20 minutes, and then I looked over and saw a paragraph. I was like, what are you telling them?
she referred to herself as your wife, by the way.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she's your fiance, right?
We've been together for a while. Yeah, she's my fiance, but I call her wife too. Sometimes she always calls me hubby. So
Hell yeah. I love a good marriage. And calling my wife is very fun. Um, yeah, Celeste, very well fleshed out character and very interesting. And you guys finally have a fucking marshal.
Woo!
It's been just a squad of magic users, and now you have a marshal, and she's got D12s for hit dice, so we'll see how long she can stay on her feet.
That's a question. That's a question.
Yeah. Andre has some healing spells built into his person.
I have an item that may break.
Yes, the fragile necklace of healing word.
I mean, do I need to keep should I keep the class
Yeah,
a secret?
I mean, some people probably know, but you know,
Yeah.
let's have your
We'll
abilities
figure it out. Yeah.
revealed. Abilities be revealed when they get revealed is more fun. We
Yeah.
already saw that when she cast a spell, she hurt herself,
hmm
and she's covered in scars.
From her abilities.
I have an
So,
idea.
yeah, I had a real blast this session. One of the reasons that we end at 1:30 is that my brain turns to mush at this hour. So, 1:30 is kind of intelligence cutoff. But I had a blast playing all those people, being Stavros, hitting on Miki, and being stupid. I love that we got to hang out with Nilmau and Varla one more time. Yeah, I'm really glad you didn't go try to talk Fia into not doing the thing that is like her whole reason for being. Um, I'm really fucking glad that you guys teleported. And like, it's been like probably 15 sessions where I'm like, go to Port Moose, go to Port Moose.
Sessions.
I was so happy that you finally went. Like, there were 2 entire sessions where you guys were just hanging out in a tavern.
Yeah.
You know,
Sometimes you gotta drink.
I loved Basnick. I loved Basnick. He was very funny, but him being here would make it just like 2 hours of RP. It was nothing but
We could have spent a long time talking about red onions and that one little guy, or like whether or not we should kill Fia.
It kind of felt like our original party when it was just me and you, Sarah. That little dialogue about the red onions just
Yeah.
sparked up memories of that.
well, I always cook with red onions, so now I'm actually gonna buy a different color onion since Daniel was like, yeah, they're mostly for eating raw. I just think they have a lot of flavor, but now I'm gonna buy another color onion.
Yellow onions cook nicer because they get a nice caramelized
Yeah.
texture.
Mm.
Well, we'll see. I really like cooking with red onions, but
It's also he only had a red onion. He had nothing else. And he said it was gonna be breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so
Yeah. Oh, that guy's gonna have some nasty breath.
well, we're gonna have to meet that guy at some point in the future.
He just owns,
BBEG.
He's my familiar.
he owns a restaurant.
Yeah.
Standing on Sarah's shoulder. I'm really glad. I'm really glad that you teleported and I got to do the big plot reveal and the teleporter malfunction and everything. I'm super excited that you're in the plains of Lahi, and yeah, I enjoyed introducing Darius at such a random time where you guys are like, "Who the fuck are you? What?"
That's his name, Darius.
I truly.
It's spelled Dayus.
Oh, that's not how he spelt it.
Okay, that's close to how I spelt it. So
Very
So
late at
is-
night.
It's just
All of us like someone being like, I'm here to help you. I'm your friend. We have good reasons to hang out. Just like about to get on a plane, like okay, for sure.
I can't wait until like a week from now where Sarah, Andre, and Miki and Silith and Darius are all around the campfire talking about, okay, that's 7 ways to cook red onion. We need 2 more.
We need to make a cookbook.
well, what if that's wrong voice? That's Darius. I was going for what if you use the heat metal spell and put a rod through the center of the onion
Like a skewer.
from the inside
Like a
out?
skewer. It's brilliant.
I feel like this is all leading right back to warm onion.
Warm onion sounds good, honestly.
It's cold outside, but warm inside.
Red hot metal is more than warm.
Maybe if we could find an ice bath and then we heat it up and then dunk it in the ice bath, maybe it'll do something to the texture.
So sort of a scorched inside, freezing outside situation.
No. I just thought it might do something to the texture. Like it might chew
like-
different.
Oh, okay. Like a fluffiness almost.
all right.
Yeah.
We're gonna save these. We're gonna save these hot takes on onion cooking for next week. On the next episode of Elenia Toth. Great to see you, everybody.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Good
Bye
times.
guys. Have a good one.
Adios.